There is nothing that can prepare you for a vitrectomy surgery, but I'll try. I had mine about 6 months ago, and I want to share some of the things that I needed or found out that I needed along the way. Hi, I'm Rakia of Mind of Rakia, and I've had 5 major surgeries in the past 13 years, none of them connected, but the latest one being a vitrectomy. On this channel, I share my surgery recovery journeys, living with chronic pain, neurological pain, undiagnosed conditions, so many things, medical trauma, medical negligence, and the latest being mold toxicity, which I found out about as I was recovering from the vitrectomy I'm going to be talking about today. So let's get into it. So, number 1, if you're here, I know you are worried about face down. The face down recovery is torture. I mean, it's really, really hard. It's really, really hard. And sleeping is the worst thing. So one thing you're going to need is a good face down pillow. So, no, let me rephrase that. You are going to need a great face down pillow. I had, I think, like 3, 4, and then I kind of hooked up one. Along the way, I'm trying to figure out how to make it work. So I wanted to share the ones that you don't do it, and then I'm going to share the one that I love. So the first one is the don't do it. It's like this oval-shaped face opening, but it's shaped horizontally like a frog. So, unless, of course, you are Kermit and you're having a vitrectomy and you need your pillow, you'll be good with that. But for me, it was like the opening was wide. And at first I was like, okay, this is good. It's wide. I can get my face in here. But then it fell into like a little ramp. And the ramp was like a Minecraft design, like puzzle pieces. So your face would literally fall into the pillow. Okay, so like into the ramp. So, your eye is recovering. Your eye, this is my right eye I had. It's recovering. It's sensitive. It's puffy. And so you definitely want to have a pillow that supports your face. The second one, sorry, I have dry mouth. That's one of my symptoms. The second pillow that I did not like, I wanted to like it so bad, is this one. It's this gray, cushy, whooshy, comfort zone pillow with a ramp. It supported my back like no other because I've had a spinal fusion and I was concerned about laying on my stomach, but I managed to put a pillow underneath, something under my feet, and prop myself up. And the pillow itself, the way my back was positioned, I didn't have any pain in my back. But the opening of the pillow was so narrow that at first you kind of get in there, but then as you sink into it, I'm like pulling, trying to get air while I'm sleeping, and it's just torture. But I have good news. The pillow that I loved is this one right here. I still use it to this day. I use it because of the curve right here. It supports my neck for my cervical problems. Anyway, but I turn it horizontally. But for the surgery, as you can see, I can get my whole face minus the glasses in here. It's not going to, the chin situation is still a problem, but it was the best scenario. I had the opening, I had a wide opening, and then it has little places under here, the Velcro that gets on everything, where you put your additional pillows, like little teeny little pillows to ramp it up, and you can adjust it however you want it. And this really saved my life because it's hard. The face down sleeping is hard. I mean, just thinking about it brings back memories I don't want to relive. So definitely get a great face down pillow. I will put the link to this one in the description if you're interested to check it out. All right, so the next thing you're going to need, let me get my list because I'm 100 and I got brain fog. All right, the next thing you're going to need, also a little pillows to prop you up while you're sleeping because you want to make sure, even though your face is up, supported, you want to make sure that the rest of this is not, you don't want to wake up in too much pain. It's not going to be a comfortable thing as it is. If you're in shape, you might be just great. If you're, younger, you're strong, and you've been to the gym, you're good. But for those of us that have all kind of musculoskeletal problems and nerve problems, we need to be propped up. If you're my age, I'm 60-something, you need to be propped up while you're sleeping. So you want to get some little pillows from around the house and just prop yourself up, however it works for you. Eye patches. So I brought 3 different ones. I might have brought this is just only 3. I lucked out. So the first one that I like is this one. Because I wear glasses, it has like the little encave. They say it's 3D. And my glasses, let's see. I'm not going to put it over my head because, no. But as you can see, when I put this on, it's not smashing the how do you say? It wasn't smashing the patch from the actual surgery. So when you have the surgery, you're going to have a patch over your eye. So this one was not smashing the patch. And so I like this one in the beginning. It was perfect for me. And I wasn't really wearing my glasses that much. I even got to have it in black as well as pink. So I like these. I'll put the link down there below. Then I graduated to this one, which still, it went under my glasses perfectly. Because then once the patch was off and I was out of face down, and I really needed my glasses a lot, I could do this. That was some kind of psychedelic. I just put my glasses on, new prescription, still have a cataract, and I'm freaking out. Well, you can't see what I'm seeing, but yeah. Anyway, next thing you're going to need is during the day, you're going to have to keep your face down as well. So I had to do it for 21 days. So I invested in a tabletop, this one right here, and it was so awesome. I tried to rig up some other things, but they did not work. This one for me worked. It wasn't cheap, but I was worth it at that time because it was vitrectomy surgery is hard. The recovery is hard. And the recovery is long. It's not the however long, 7, 14, 21 days they tell you. It's a longer surgery recovery. So during that time of the face down, I wanted to give myself that during the day I could just put my tablet underneath it. I could just, zone out and do, just focus on not nighttime. So I really love this one. It gave me a lot of room underneath it. I think I'm going to put the pictures in for you to see where you could see that my face is not smashed in it. I wouldn't sleep on it. I tried because you can detach it and put it on the edge of your bed, but that wasn't going to work for my body situation. And plus, I didn't want to be smashed into that plastic all night long. I also want to say about the tabletop, you can see on the slide where it says return frequently. I found out that people buy these and then they return them after their surgery recovery time is over with. So it works. It's a solid machine, but people have been returning it because I guess, who needs this later on? I kept mine because I'm hoping that I can get somebody to come and give me a massage later on. I can just put my head down, face down for a different reason, and I can get some more use out of it. I didn't want to drag it out because that's like going back in time, and I didn't want to do that. All right, so what's next? Tabletop down. Oh, get a fan. Get like a portable fan to put by your bed. So when you're sleeping face down in your cocoon, in the sunken place, you're in timeout, you get a little cool breeze coming in. It makes you feel a little bit better. It makes you feel like, okay, I am actually alive. Okay, I can breathe. I can do this. And you can do it. You can do it. Okay, let's move on. A designated area for your face down time in the daytime. I use a little desk. I think I'm using it right now. A little desk, a tabletop, a dining room table, somewhere that's just yours. You're going to need a tablet, a device, or something to entertain yourself while you're face down throughout the day. You get to get up every 5 to 10 minutes, depending on what your doctor says. But, you're going to need your stuff around you. You don't want to get up and be running around. Where did I put that at? This is not the time to be disorganized. I am not the most organized person, so I made sure I had all of my stuff where I needed it. All right, speaking of that, a basket to put your things in. You're going to need a basket to have all of your little things where you can reach them face down. Not up here, okay, not over there, but face down. So all you have to do, it doesn't count against your time. You lift up from your contraption, you go over to your basket, you're still down, you get back over there and you watch a show. All right, the next thing you're going to need is Kleenex. While you're having your face down, your nose might be running, you might be crying. I'm laughing, but it wasn't funny at the time. So have yourself some tissue for your whatever you need it for. Blow your nose, wipe your eyes, or etc. They're going to be highs and lows. You're going to be one day, oh, look at my eye, I'm the best person ever, this is going great. And the next day you're going to be like, why is this? What is going on with my life? So it's a psychological recovery. It's not, I've had a spinal fusion. I've had my knees replaced, both of them. I've had a hysterectomy that wrecked my life. And that was emotional trauma drama. But this when you're trying to see and your eye is not doing, your brain is not looking, recognizing what it is you're seeing, and your eye is blurry, your eye is swollen, it is psychological. And most people are not going to get it. We'll talk about that later. I'm going to go in order. So there'll be highs and lows. So you're going to need a good sense of humor, or you need to borrow one from a comedy person, a funny person, just call them up and let them talk to you. Just talk me through this. Talk me through it, please. All right. Prayer. Oh, no, my screen tried to go out on me. Have your things laid out. You need prayer, but have your things laid out where you're going to get them from. Like, this is what I'm wearing today. I'm going to get this. It's at my level where my eyes are going to be in my room. So I don't want to go up into the closet. I'm not trying to do extra. In my 5 or 10 minutes, that's going to be just for me to hold my head up. And after a while, you're just going to get used to having your head down, and you're just going to keep going on about your business. All right. Join a support group. I didn't do that ahead of time. I did it now, and I don't even know how these people are in here typing, because I was not fit to type anywhere during my first couple of weeks. But they're typing, and people were sending me messages and stop, talk to me like a real person. I can't read right now. But anyway, so a support group is going to be great. You're going to get in there, and you are going to understand that you're not alone. You're going to think, I went in there thinking, they're going to hear my story, and they're going to be in there rubbing my back, and they're going to put me on the stretcher, and, be like, oh, girl, let me carry you out. I got in there, and I saw all the things that other people were going through, and it was like, no, you are okay. You will take your little medical trauma, you will take your little situation, and you will heal, and you will contribute to help other people heal. Watch other people's videos before your surgery. Save them for later. If you can't watch it ahead of time, like if you're watching this video, this is one. But I found a few people, and it wasn't many. That's why I created this video. But I found a few people that really helped me out. Supposed to drink water. That really helped me out when I needed it, like beforehand. I heard them in my head during my recovery, even if I wasn't going to watch them while I'm recovering. You might not want to watch people while you are actually recovering, like during that face down period. So beforehand, get some people in your head, get some information that you need to help you through this. All right, let's see. Meal prep. I was with my son, so there's that. But I had friends bring me snacks and stuff ahead of time, but my other son, both of them would cook for me. So it wasn't my meals, but it was food, and it was good, and it was the love of somebody preparing something for you. So make sure you have that. Make sure you have like healthy snacks. This is so healthy meals. This is not the time to be going to Arby's or wherever. I don't even go to Arby's. Not to be going somewhere having your fast food, having no slight on Arby's, having some kind of indigestion or constipation, running to the bathroom. During your time to go to the bathroom, you want to be in and you want to be out. You don't want to have GERD when you lay down at night. When I had my hard time sleeping, the last thing I had to worry about was my stomach hurts, or I can't, I'm up chucking something that I ate earlier. So think about that when you're getting your meals prepped. Have a straw for when you are drinking, so that way you don't even have to pick your head up. You grab your thing. This is you. You didn't waste any time. Okay, that doesn't count. You can just drink your drink. Let's see. Large pillow for when you go to the doctor. When you go to the doctor, I think you have your post up like even the day after your surgery, and then you go like weeks. I don't know. Depends on your surgeon. But you can't pick your head up. So bring something that you can in the car. I didn't want to bring out my tabletop or anything. So in the car, something that you don't mind bringing back and forth to the doctor. And let's see. With your food, make sure it's easy to eat food. So this is not Thanksgiving time. You don't want to be cutting up the turkey or your steak or whatever. You want to have something you can just get down, a soup, a light, not even if it's pasta, not that kind. Just something that you can eat quickly. I didn't have that much of an appetite. I don't think, because I was going through some other things with the, did I mention that I was suffering from toxic mold? Anyway, I had discovered that I was living with toxic mold, but I didn't know it at the time. So during my recovery, the beginning of my recovery, I was having all kinds of other problems, so I didn't have a big appetite. So make sure your food can be eaten quickly within your time frame. Let's see. Let your friends know that even if they come over, visit you, this is not, let me pick my head up and talk to you for my 5 minutes. Maybe I'll give you one of those, but if you're coming over for the whole day, you're coming just to be there. And my friends, they came ahead of time, and I talked to them on the phone, but I didn't really need someone to watch me in timeout. I mean, I was in the sunken place. My spirit, it messed with my spirit. So it was more of, let me just get through this. I watched shows. I had my son, we would do a thing where we would sync the show, like not necessarily, sync our devices, but we would time the show so that my tablet and the TV were on the same time, simultaneously running, and I would mute mine, and I could watch the show and he could watch the show, and we could talk about it while I had my face down. So that was really, really helpful. I think I am almost done. Did I forget something? Let me see. I'm rattling through here like it's all right. Look at you go. Got my notes, because I'm 100. Oh, wow. Look at you. I thought this was going to be so long, but I'm so glad because I don't want to keep you long. If you're about to have a vitrectomy surgery, you don't have much time because you found out most likely at the last minute. For me, I found out, I'll share all the details later, but I found out like the day before the doctor wanted to do it. And then my insurance, there was a problem with the doctor being in network. We'll be talking about that in other videos. But the facility being out of network. Explain that to me. That's as bad as when you have a test done in the doctor's office and then they tell you it's out of network. Or you go to sleep during anesthesia and you wake up with a bill because the anesthesiologist was out of network. How? I didn't go anywhere. Did y'all transport me somewhere for me to, get this anesthesia and then bring me back? So I had to pick away from my actual doctor to come back into the country. And then I had to be off blood thinners for a period of time because at the time I was on blood thinners. So my surgery still, I didn't have a lot of time. I think I found out, I want to say 9th or 10th, and I had the surgery in the 20th. So like 20 days, and that was a lot of time. Some people don't have that time. I probably should have had it earlier, but I didn't have a choice. But you don't have much time, so I don't want to keep you. You need this time to find out what you need, set up your environment, and most importantly, get your post-op instructions if you can ahead of time. Now for me, she gave me those. The doctor gave me my post-op, but the hospital facility did not. So I got those on the day of my surgery. So here we are. It's dark 30 in the morning. I can't see because I also had retinal tears in my left eye. So I had like halo. So 2 weeks before my surgery, about 2 weeks before my surgery, I had laser surgery, which was the most excruciating, torturous thing I've ever had in my life. Video on that another time. But I could not see out of the, this eye was blurry, was still recovering. And then this eye, I had the curtain, like the little sconce or whatever that over it. So I really could not see to read. I wasn't thinking well enough to let me read the fine print, and I didn't get to do that. So if you can, get the paperwork ahead of time for your surgery recovery and for the hospital procedures, and then if not, have someone read it to you. So even with my surgery, what I needed to do, I had to have someone else look at the paperwork, and see, okay, this is what you need to do, because I'm winking and I'm carrying on trying to see what it is I need to do after I'm going to have, my eyeball scraped out and a gas bubble put in it and just be in the twilight zone. So the last thing you need to do is give yourself grace. I say that because I'm a person that is always on the go, and I'm always trying to get things done. And when I say on the go, I don't mean I'm leaving. My mind is always running. And so I'm always trying to get everything done, but I have to give myself grace on this one. This is not something that you can bounce back from. This is not a recovery that is going to be perfect timing, like the way, they tell you 21 days, 14 days. That's not the end of it. So give yourself grace. It is a rough recovery. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy or, it's I don't want to give you the toxic positivity that, great, because the thing about that is that while you're recovering, you're going to get that from enough people. They want you to be better. Your friends want you to be better, or strangers on the street don't necessarily really care. But when they ask you how you're doing and they're like, how's it going? You recovered yet? You great? You great? And you're just like, no, I'm not. And they don't understand. So you understand. So give yourself grace so that you're not hard on yourself during this hard time. You're going to get through it. I got through it. I'm here to talk you through it. After all the surgeries, decades of medical negligence and medical trauma, I did it. And I'm here to share what I know. If there's something I didn't cover, you have any questions at all, please put them in the comment section. Please if you got this far, please like this video. Share it with somebody that's having a surgery. Share it with a family member, or just save it to your list so you can watch it later. Subscribe to my channel. The next video is going to be about what to expect while you're recovering from the vitrectomy. I'm going to share my timeline. I'm 6 months out. So I wanted to do it, but I realized that I wouldn't be able to. And that's when I gave myself grace. I knew that while I'm over here and I'm faced up, I couldn't do it. But I took pictures. I took videos. So I have a snapshot as to what it was like. So I'm going to incorporate those into the video so you can see like my progress, see how my eye is looking. And the eye recovery is up and down. As you can see, looking at my eye now, it's it's psychological right now. I'm looking at my eyes doing something else because I have a cataract. I need cataract surgery next. But one of them is my right eye is not as open, and it's sometimes a little bit more swollen. But sometimes I have great eye days and I'm feeling like, yeah, it's over, but no. But it will be. So give yourself grace. And thank you. That's all I got. Thank you for watching the Minor Rakia, where I tell all my medical business so it won't be yours. Bye.